We're here at the PSA Vault with Nat Turner, the CEO of Collectors, and we have unvaulted one of the most incredible collections that you will ever see. Nat, this is absolutely wild. What I see in front of me is insane, and we got to get started somewhere. There's so many great cards ranging from vintage to, tons of 90s basketball and a lot of everything in between. We got some incredible baseball as well, but let's get started maybe with the cards that you're most known for as a collector. And that's the precious metal gems cards from 1997. We've got a complete set of the red and a near complete set of the green. Tell me about these.
97 Metal Universe. And they're very special cards to me. The year before, 96 Metal had precious metal, but they weren't precious metal gems. These, they had a red-green version representing gems, so rubies and emeralds. So they were serial numbered 100. First 10 were green, and then 11 through 100 were red. One of the main designers of the set. I remember asking her, like, why green, why red? She had her wedding stone, and she was like, it's an emerald.
Oh, wow.
And so that's why she picked.
Wow.
And if you were lucky enough to pull one as a kid, I was lucky enough to pull a green Kerry Kittles. It got me hooked. Could buy a pack for $3. The fact that they put a really rare serial number to insert or parallel into a relatively cheap pack kind of always has this mystique to me.
How long have you been trying to get the complete set?
Let's see, a long time. Yeah, I started college in 2004. I bought a Duncan and a McGrady green, which I probably spent all my money on those two cards. I bought them in 2007. Glenn Robinson was the last red I needed.
When did you get that?
I got that probably in 2017.
Okay.
Maybe. And it was all raw, and I brought the whole set to PSA not that long ago. Maybe 2 years ago. The registry got me hooked, the set registries. I'll upgrade them as I see them come up, but to me, the original cards I use to complete the set are almost more important.
Right.
So I'm missing 3 cards from the green set.
Right.
John Stockton, Christian Laettner, and then Robert Pack.
No one's ever seen?
He haunts my dreams.
It's a ghost.
But the thing is, I almost don't want it to happen because the chase is way more fun than when it's over.
Let's look at some of the key cards from the set. So let's start with Jordan. We've got the Jordan red, you got the Jordan green. What makes that card so significant?
It's probably the most unique parallel I can think of. The pose, the picture that was used, the flames coming off the basketball. I remember when this was a $2,000 card. I wish it still was. But
I know, today these will set you back hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And that's a 7, which is very strong for a PMG grade.
It is. They're very, very difficult grade-wise. The Kobe photography is equally as cool.
I think it's even cooler.
Yeah.
The thing I love about the green is the yellow-green combo.
Right.
It pops so
does.
much. Red and yellow is also very cool, but the green in particular, I think the Kobe green is maybe the most beautiful card in the set.
Tim Duncan, you've got the red here. I know the green is on display at PSA's offices,
in our
right?
Headquarters, right? Yeah, so this one's cool. So they had their Summer League jerseys on, I guess.
Yeah, and that makes it even more significant. It says rookie.
Yeah, they have the draft day shot, photo shoot in the back. Yeah, super cool.
Kevin Garnett.
So the green in particular, funny enough, the reds are not that hard to find in KG. The green, though, was the 6th or 7th card I was missing, and it surfaced in China. And I got it on a Tuesday, and I had it in my car, and on Wednesday it was stolen out of my car. And I got it back the same day, thank God, thanks to the Irvine police. But I thought it was just, God didn't want me to have the PMG green set.
I'm glad you got that back. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Allen Iverson, second year, just like the Kobe.
Yeah, again, I think red on red color match is awesome. I think the green might be even prettier.
Yeah.
The green I bought, I remember in a bank lobby in New York. A guy flew in from Korea to sell it to me. I probably remember where I got every one of these cards.
I mean, that's the story behind the set, right?
Yeah.
Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, this one's big. It's a mint 9. I haven't looked in the last month or two, but I think there may only be 1 10 we've ever graded across the whole red set. The 9s, if I had to guess, are fewer than 10 across all players. I love that card.
Steve Nash.
Yeah, second year card. I always thought this was a funny card. They covered his body with some of the artwork.
The first time that I saw that card, I actually thought there was something actually wrong with the copy.
Yeah, I think the story goes that Jean and her team, they were co-located with Marvel. And so basically these Marvel sci-fi designers gave their best shot at building a basketball set. Which is really, I mean, you can see it. I mean,
it gives the set a really unique look.
Yeah, you have skylines and all sorts of stuff.
Shaq.
Yeah.
One of Shaq's best cards ever.
Yeah, who's he posterizing? Savonis, it looks like. The green is super tough in that one. I've only ever seen 2.
It can be a little bit difficult to collect Shaq because his rookie year was back during the overprinting era. So once you get into the late 90s, that's actually where you can find a lot of Shaq's most sought after cards, like this one. And Scottie Pippen, beautiful, beautiful color match with the red there.
Weirdly, Pippen, both red and green are not that hard. I think that goes back to the Bulls being so popular in 97 because the kids kept them.
Brian Grant.
Yeah.
This is the last one you picked up.
Up until recently, there was 3 PMG greens no one had ever seen. Good Samaritan on Instagram saw a new user popped up on Instagram from Japan and posted a single photo of a shadow box that he had on his wall with 25 cards in it. And in the very bottom right was a green PMG Brian Grant. This is how awesome the card community can be. Within 10 minutes of that user posting the photo, I had it in my DMs. Hey, you know.
So the most valuable card out of all of these, Nat, is of course the green Jordan. How did you go about acquiring that one?
This one actually was listed on eBay. I wanted the card badly, but eBay was not the place you buy cards over even $10,000 at the time. You know, there was a lot of shenanigans that would occur. But I won the bid, and the card thankfully showed up. It is authentic altered. I thought at the time maybe there was an off chance it wasn't altered. Maybe it was just too small or something. And as clear as day, you can see that whoever owned it took a X-Acto knife or a razor blade and trimmed the right edge of the card.
Why?
I know.
Why do that?
But people were scared to bid on eBay on it. I think I got a little lucky, and it showed up.
It's a beautiful. The copy presents beautifully. It's really nice.
Yeah, it does have a print line on it, which is pretty common for PMGs. Yeah, but again, grade, it doesn't matter. That's one of the rarest cards.
One of the most sought after cards in the entire sports card hobby.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the PMGs, but we're just getting started. You've got an absolutely incredible array of Jordan cards, Kobe, LeBron, as well as vintage. We got Mantle, we got Hank Aaron, Ken Griffey Jr., so much more. Let's keep going with Jordan right now. I want to go through your Jordan cards through the years.
Yeah.
And let's start back to 1986.
Yep.
This is the 1986. This is the Fleer sticker in a PSA 10.
Super hard to find centered left to right.
Yeah.
This one's very nicely centered. Not the rarest card in a 10 as far as old Jordan stuff.
And the 86 Fleer sticker is a lot more rare in a 10 than the actual 86 Fleer card itself.
The big reason is left to right centering. It was the last card in the pack. I mean, the packs had the sticker on the bottom, gum usually on the back too. And then usually you have sticker, gum stains, wax stains.
Let's jump forward 10 years to 1996. US Olympic team signed by Jordan. Why is this card significant?
This was, if I'm not mistaken, his first basketball pack circulated autograph, but it was actually a redemption. It reminds me of what you're seeing now with Topps Chrome and others. So they photoshopped, I don't know if Photoshop was around in 96. But
it wasn't licensed.
They wiped out, they wiped out the USA logo here. You could still see number 9. This card came with a COA, which I actually don't have. The guy who sold me the card refused to give me the COA. 2 of them surfaced last year, but for 10 plus years, I had only seen this one.
Yeah.
And I think there's fewer than 20 of these in existence. Super cool card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is also from 1996.
Yeah, so this is the Force Auto. I mean, these are numbered to 100. These are super hard to find where the auto is nice, just because of the chrome looking surface, the hologram. A lot of the autos have unfortunately kind of bubbled out or faded. This is one guy he posted on Facebook like a year ago, 2 years ago, pulled one of these out of a pack, which is so cool.
Wow.
I love Upper Deck hand-numbered autoed cards.
Why do you like that?
I just think it's cool. I always wondered if Jordan did it. I don't think he did, but I just think it's another personal touch.
Yeah.
It helps the authentication too, because you can do handwriting analysis to make sure
the numbers are real? Interesting. All right, so let's move to 1997. We've got a bunch of 1997 cards here. SP Authentic.
This was also a redemption. Many of them went unredeemed. You can even find an unredeemed Jordan trade card from that year. We think there's 20, 25 of these or fewer. Huge card. First sign of the times too. Yeah. That was an awesome set they introduced.
And then this is from 1997 SPX.
Yeah, hand serial numbered, right under. Makes me think Jordan did it. Okay. But I can't guarantee that. But just super cool. I mean, you have the hologram behind, awesome photos, portrait here.
And here's another one from 1997 SPX.
Yeah, Grand Finale. The Grand Finale, the reason it was called Grand Finale, I was told, is it was the last time they were ever going to use that sort of card design.
Oh, okay.
The reflection, the hologram looking thing down here.
Yeah.
And that's why they came out with Grand Finale.
Huh.
Yeah. But what's cool is the right side of the serial number is machine printed, and the left side is handwritten. But that's a super rare card. Yeah, I love seeing that card.
That's really neat. Now this next one's one that probably a lot of people will recognize.
Yeah.
1997 Metal Universe.
A lot of people think this is cooler than PMG greens and reds.
Okay.
You got the Chicago skyline. A lot of people call them like the circles PMGs. You got this cool looking like spiral reflector thing going on. Crazy rare. The coolest thing I thought is that the last 5, this one I don't think is one of them, this is 40 out of 50. So 46 through 50 were redemptions, and if you pulled the redemption, you got all of the cards.
Oh, you got the whole set.
The whole set shipped to you in one box.
Wow.
And so you see a lot of the high grades. This is a 7, which is pretty good for this card.
Yeah.
But there's 8, 9s, 10s of this set, and almost all of them, if you look, are gonna be those last 5 serial numbers.
Wow, that's super, super cool.
Yeah.
Let's stick with 1997. This is the Ultra Stars Gold.
This is a cool, so the set was called Ultra Stars, the insert. What's cool about it is they made a parallel of an insert. Not serial numbered, but incredibly rare to get the gold version of Stars.
Have you ever been tempted to try to put together a complete set of like something like that?
Oh, I have this whole set. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you have the entire set of all the golds? Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't even know that. Incredible.
Most of these cards, I'm doing the whole sets.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. Okay, so I thought the PMG
they're in the vault. We could go get them if you want.
That's insane. That's insane. Well, speaking of the vault, so all of these cards you store here at the PSA vault. Why do you choose to do that?
I live in New York City. I'm just so nervous, people coming in and out of our building. You know, the peace of mind.
Yeah.
I don't like paying for insurance. I also appreciate the collection management. I scan every card religiously. But with the vault, I don't have to. I can. They're front and back high-res images, and we have an app, the PSA Vault app, where you can basically, I can manage my whole collection through that.
And people can submit direct to the vault.
You can mail to the vault. You can have shipped directly from eBay or any auction house. Your grading orders, you can say send to the vault once they're done. Yeah, you can, a lot of ways.
All right, let's keep going. 1997 Ultra. This is the Platinum Medallion. These are super sought after. These ones see people talk about often.
This Platinum Jordan, these are big. There was a subset called 98 Greats in the same set, which has a Platinum version. So there's 2 versions. But this is the base version. Very cool card.
Continuing with 1997, these are some of the most sought after cards by late 90s collectors, the Star Rubies. Tell me about these.
This is the base card. This is the subset. The Team Skybox, weirdly, is more common. This base card, I've only seen 5 or so in the last 20 years. I have a feeling, it was a very mass-produced product too, that a lot of these are still in parents' attics and moms have thrown them away.
Yeah.
I actually bought this card from a big Jordan collector, and he went around and used the money I gave him to buy a Dodge Viper. And I remember getting he sent me a photo of him with the car, like a thumbs up. This card is so rare. I love this card so much.
And another set that's just highly sought after by 1990s, late 90s collectors are these, the Essential Credentials from Skybox, EX 2001.
This box was super cool. Each pack had 2 cards. I've opened a ton of these. I've only ever pulled 2 credentials. What's cool about these is there's 81 cards in the set. So every card, every player had a total of 81 credentials, but on alternating schedules. So there's 9 of the Jordan Nows, and then there's 72 of the Futures.
Okay.
And for the next player, there'd be 10 and 71. And so on and so forth.
Interesting. So with some players, one's more rare than the other, and then flip-flops for other players.
You got it. And so Grant Hill was the Now is a 1 of 1.
Wow.
And looks like there's 60 of them, but there's actually 9 of them.
Right, you gotta flip it upside down to see.
This card came with the Rubies, the Dodge Viper guy. I mean, I kind of like dream about pulling one of these.
These ones are also really sought after. The Flair Showcase, this is the Row Zero Masterpiece. So I mean, this is an incredible card. This is a 1 of 1.
They introduced masterpieces. You can see the only 1 of 1 masterpiece in 97. There were 4 rows, 0, 1, 2, and 3. I have 0, 1, and 2.
Insane. So you've got 3 of the 4 1 of 1s.
It's one of the prettiest cards ever made.
And then this card, our final card from 1997, this one is historically significant.
Yes.
Talk to me about this.
Yeah, so this was the first year they put, as far as I understand, jerseys on cards, jersey patches, and the first year they autographed a jersey card.
Right.
So it's a special, Jordan was the only player they did an autograph of in 97.
Absolutely.
True
incredible.
game used, unlike the current player worn stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So cool.
Let's jump forward to 1998. Let's go another year ahead, and we're going to start with Jordan's UD Choice StarQuest Gold.
Yeah, this is a cool card. So this UD Choice was a very kind of accessible, cheaper product, kind of like an entry-level set. Packs were probably the cheapest, but I think that's so cool. They did it serial number to 100 card and a mass-produced product. Very condition sensitive as well. Most of these were pulled by kids, I think, and they were in binders. And I find these oftentimes and they're destroyed. It doesn't matter, but.
Now, is this another set that you're trying to build out?
Yeah, I have the whole set in this.
You do?
Yeah.
Gosh,
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. Okay, this is one of the most iconic cards from the late 90s. This is the Star Rubies, this one from 1998.
Yeah, so this is the third year that they did Rubies. 96, they were not serial numbered. This one is serial numbered 23 of 50.
Incredible,
Yeah.
Incredible. I mean, that's the ultimate jersey match right there. That's wild.
A guy reached out to me, a young kid, and he's like, hey, my dad wants to sell his collection, and he sent me a bunch of pictures. And I was like, and I didn't know it was serial number 23 of 50, and he didn't either. And I bought the card raw, and he delivered it to me. I didn't even look at it. I just sent it straight to grading because I had to know it was authentic. And it came back, and I looked at the photo on the website, and it was 23 out of 50, which is crazy. But one of the best. I mean, I've said that about every Jordan card, but one of the best Jordan cards aesthetically. For sure. It gets a little shade because it's 98 and he wasn't playing 98, 99, but I don't care.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
All right, this next card might be my favorite of all of these late 90s cards.
Yeah.
This is the 1998 Skybox Molten Metal Fusion. This is the titanium number to 40.
The Jordan one is incredible. You can see through it. It's these little holes they punch through the card to make the Jordan portrait. Crazy rare. I mean, I've seen 4 of these in the last 10 plus years. I had been looking for one since like 2007. I probably got it in 2013 or 14. Molten Metal was a great set. It was the set where the packs were cardboard, and then inside the cardboard was like a plastic team bag. And then inside of that were 5 cards or so, and this card would have been in there. The other cool part about Molten Metal is there was an Autographics hot pack, 1 out of 288 packs, and every card in the pack was an Autographics. That's also pretty cool.
Yeah, that is super cool.
I'd rather have pulled that though.
Yeah. What a card. Yeah. What a card. All right, we've got another masterpiece 1 of 1. This one from 1998 Ultra.
Fleer Skybox adopted purple, which is very distinguishable from the platinum parallel as well as the base card. I mean, not technically a playing year card, it's the year after, but.
I love the photo on this one too.
Yeah, under the hoop.
Yeah. Okay, this is another very iconic card, the 1998 Upper Deck. This is the game jersey autographs.
There were, I think, 6 of these different variations. Each are numbered to 23. I only had 3. I mean, I've spent years trying to find all 6. Basically, each Upper Deck set had a game jersey Jordan card. And you can tell the differences are the little circle photo and then the back photos. Yeah, but really cool.
We've got a few more Jordan cards to go through. We're gonna move to LeBron.
Yeah.
We got some vintage baseball. We got Ken Griffey. We got a lot more to cover here. That's incredible. But I wanted to mention we talked about the PSA Vault earlier. You guys recently connected that with eBay. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's a great partnership. So you can vault with PSA straight from eBay. So right in ebay.com checkout, you can say send to the vault. Right now it's for graded cards only over $250. That'll change over time. It'll be less of a value threshold, maybe even other types of items for sure. But once the cards are at our vault, we're seeing tens of thousands of these come in every week. It's pretty crazy, the growth. You can also sell on eBay from the PSA Vault. Right now, auction only, but very soon you'll have Ben, buy it now with best offer. And that's also very popular. So then that's all managed through PSA. So PSA is the seller, if you will, on eBay, the PSA store. We do all the shipping, all the fulfillment, all the payment collection, all the feedback management, all the eBay messages, all those shenanigans we take away from you. And as soon as the auction gets paid for, you get paid as a seller. It's very popular. We're seeing, many days, 4,000 plus listings per day. I think there's 20 plus thousand listings at any given time live on our store.
I dropped off at the National this year. I dropped off a handful of cards to the PSA Vault, submitted them there.
Yeah.
And I've sold several of them now on eBay. And the payment came right away. It was as soon as you guys got paid, connected it to Stripe, and the money showed up in my account pretty quickly thereafter. All right, let's keep diving into the collection here. Let's see the rest of the Jordans.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to 1999. This is the UD Century Legend.
Yeah, this is a cool set. It was mostly veterans. Most of the centuries, because of century, this is a century parallel, were numbered to 100. Jordan did not have a non-century version of this card. Probably same before, he didn't love signing. There's only this version, and even though it's not century, it's numbered to 23.
And then also 99, this is the game jersey.
So game jerseys, we've seen the evolution. So we had the 97 with the All-Star, then the 98s where there's 6 of them. And this is the one from 99. I always liked it, the red patch window with the red jersey. This one actually was stolen when the Garnett was stolen.
Oh, gosh. You got it back. That's a big one to have stolen.
Yeah. But really cool. There were not that many, they didn't do the 6 versions like they did the year before.
Right. They do have this Encore.
This is foil down here, so it's more reflective, but they use the black jersey, which is so cool with the red pinstripe. I think this is the best game jersey auto from 99.
This next one is wild. The final floor, and you got the autograph 1-of-1 version.
Well, so there's actually 12 of these. There's a numbered out of 23 version, and then there was a 1-of-1 version. So this is the 1-of-1 version of number 11. And yeah, this is the floor and signed.
Yeah.
And I love how they did 1-of-1, and Jordan's a small little piece of it. They used mostly the floor for the card. This card, I mean, I can only imagine, right, in 99 pulling this.
Oh, people would have loved that.
There's 10 plus of them. I've only ever seen 3. Yeah.
Super, super cool. Yeah. Okay, we've got our first logo man.
Yeah.
This is a big one.
Yeah.
2002 Upper Deck.
Yeah, so this is, I think, the first logo man, certainly of Jordan. Hand numbered 1-of-1, which, as I mentioned before, love the hand numbering. Great Jordan auto. And then, for them, the first time, the Jerry West logo. And they embraced it. See, Logo Mania. It was part of the set name. Like, they intended to make a jersey card.
It's incredibly cool. One of the biggest cards that we've seen so far. But this next one might even be bigger. Look at this. A Jordan Kobe dual logo man 1-of-1.
Yeah, so 2003 Exquisite. Maybe the biggest set ever. I would argue. It really helps when you have a big rookie. And this, of course, was LeBron's rookie year. There were 3 of these. They did a Jordan Kobe, they did a LeBron Jordan, and then a LeBron Kobe. It was a $500 pack. I mean, it was very innovative by Upper Deck to do a high-end. Every pack had an autograph or 2. My only wish is they figured out how to make these autographed at the time.
Yeah.
But that's okay. When I bought this, I thought the patch had fallen off and had slid under, but the yellow.
Yeah, you can see the Lakers jersey.
Yeah.
And the other ones are now on display at PSA's office?
No, there's one more here, I think.
We'll hunt for that one in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the LeBron one, so that's probably in the LeBron pile we're about to get to.
Yeah.
Let's stick with Kobe for a minute. This is his 1996 Topps Chrome Refractor. Really, really tough one to find in a PSA 10.
Yeah, these are also hard to find where they haven't greened. This one is slightly green, but not, as good as it gets. It's hard to find one nicer than this. We're still trying to figure out if it's from physical touch of the card, humidity, light exposure, etc. But finding one that's high grade, also not green, is a big deal.
Yeah.
But first year of Topps Chrome, really big introduction with Kobe. It just made the set so much bigger. These were, I think, 1 or 2 per box. Technically not rare, but centered, good color, hard to find.
Yeah, super, super cool card.
Yeah.
All right, let's work our way through some LeBron, because your LeBron collection is close to, if not as impressive as your Jordan collection. This is 2003 UD Exquisite.
Yeah, this is the autograph patch. These are numbered to 100. Very cool patch and auto. These are pretty common as far as Exquisite go. Very expensive cards, but it's the least rare, if you will, most common of the auto cards from LeBron Exquisite. These cards are very condition sensitive. They're so thick. The corner, there's technically 8 corners if you think about it.
Right. And we're going to keep going with 2003 Upper Deck Exquisite. We got a number of
these
them here.
All, so this is what's called the emblems of endorsements. There's only 15 of these.
Okay.
I've only seen 4 of these, I think, in my time. This is a 6. The grades don't really matter on these rare ones. And serial number to 15 is super rare. All of these are technically rookies as well, which again made the Exquisite set such a big deal.
Yeah, rookies, first year of Exquisite.
Yeah.
Incredible design on these cards too. I mean, these cards, we hadn't really seen anything that looked quite like these at this point in time.
Really hadn't.
How about
it's the foundation of Flawless and National Treasure.
This one's got a crazy cool patch.
Yeah, so this is limited logos, and basically what they did is they cut out the logo area of the jersey to use. That's the name, limited logos. Which, again, Upper Deck did such an innovative job of figuring out what collectors found interesting. People loved logo mans, they loved jerseys, they loved multicolored patches. They had a really nice, thick autograph window here to sign. Blue ink, also great. Number to 75.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for Jordan.
It's super, super cool.
This is big, yeah.
That's really neat.
So these are number pieces, again, super cool. These were all numbered to the jersey number. So there's 23 Jordans, there's 8 Kobe's, so on and so forth. You know, the only thing is the jersey windows are small. There's the numbers, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, these are big. Grade does not matter on these as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's really, really neat. Scripted swatches from Exquisite.
Yeah, so this is interesting. He signed the piece of the jersey with a thick white or silver Sharpie.
And it still has an auto 10. That can be tough. Here's another card
Yeah,
from
so this
that
is
set.
Noble. This is Noble nameplates. So these are numbered to 25. Really rare. I don't think I've seen a 10 LeBron of any of these, except the RPA out of 99. But yeah, this is a big one.
Now this next one is the most iconic of them all from 2003 Upper Deck Exquisite.
Yeah.
That's the Exquisite rookie patch.
Parallel. Yeah, so this is the one serial numbered to the jersey, 23. I've owned a few of these over the years. Jersey patches are usually great. I've only seen one single color. Super condition sensitive. This is 7.5, which I'm happy with. I mean, just owning this card out of 23 is as good as it gets.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And then how about this? His 1 of 1
Yeah.
from 2003 Exquisite.
The biggest missed opportunity in Upper Deck's history is not making this an autographed jersey 1 of 1. I still don't understand the thinking.
And there wasn't any, right? So this is the only 1 of 1.
This card probably would be the biggest card in basketball had they done a logo man here or just a jersey patch with an autograph. But I dreamed of this card from 2003 onward.
Super, super cool. And then this is that other logo man that we were referencing earlier. This is maybe the biggest of all 3 logo men, right?
Yeah, for sure. This is the biggest chase card of 2003 Exquisite.
Yep.
This is the 1 of 1 with Jordan and LeBron.
Yeah.
And Upper Deck knew what they were doing. LeBron was the next big thing. Jordan was the big thing. So this is, I mean, I have goosebumps holding the card.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the dual logo man of Jordan and LeBron. Doesn't get any better for 03 Exquisite. So
Absolutely wild.
Yeah.
You've got a couple of other really unique LeBrons here. This is a 1 of 1 from Hoops. Tell me about this card.
This is one of those Fleer Skybox sets called Hoops Hot Prospects. And it's called the White Hot 1 of 1. And LeBron has 13, 15, 14, I don't remember off my spreadsheet, true rookie 1 of 1s, base 1 of 1 parallels. This is one of them, the White Hot 1 of 1. It happened to got a 10, but it doesn't matter, it's a 1 of 1. Pretty subtle, you know, really the only difference is the Hoops Hot Prospects logo at the top.
Good, well I'm glad some kid didn't not notice that and you know, threw the card away or something.
I bet a lot of them that happened.
Yeah, that probably
LeBron
did.
it didn't.
Right, of course. Now you mentioned Topps Chrome. There was not a super refractor back in 2003. The first one of those came in 2004, but there was the gold refractor. This was the lowest numbered of all of the 2003 Topps Chrome LeBron rookies.
Yeah, so the rookies were numbered to 50, non-rookies were out of 99. The golds are beautiful. I mean,
and very rare in a PSA 10.
Yeah, so centering's an issue. 03 does not have the quality control that you see in later years, but yeah, really cool.
Yeah, it shows up really, really neat.
I thought I pulled that card
gold.
once, and it was DeJuan Wagner instead. It was like the Cavaliers.
Man.
I saw the you know the red.
Yeah. Oh man, you probably got really excited for a minute. How about Dwayne Wade, a teammate of LeBron's there in Miami for the first championships?
I pulled this one just, you know, it's a 10-10. Exquisite, as I said, condition sensitive, crazy condition sensitive. I think there's 2 of these 10-10s, so the card and the auto have a 10.
Really nice auto.
Yeah, Dwayne has an awesome autograph, and yeah, it's pretty tough to find 10s.
All right, so we have done a ton of basketball, but you've got an incredible collection of baseball as well. I want to go there next. And I want to start with 1993 Finest. This is actually a historically significant set. And you've got the refractor here of both Nolan Ryan and Ken Griffey Jr. Talk to me about these cards.
This was the first ever refractor, which is the foundation of today's collecting. I mean, this is the original refractor.
And you've got both of these in 10s, which I imagine is very rare.
You see a ton of discoloration and greening. You see a ton of off-centered. But yeah, Nolan Ryan's probably the biggest one in the set just because of the pop. The Griffey, super iconic. It's kind of crazy, 93, refractors go back, what, 31 years?
Yeah, so that's how it all started with those cards right there.
Right.
And then we saw 1997 Flair Showcase on the basketball side. Here we've got a row 0 of Ken Griffey Jr. on the baseball side.
I think row 0 is pretty much the prettiest of all the Flairs every year. Not a rookie year, obviously, but out of 100, this is a 10, which is pretty crazy. But Griffey, 90s, you know, he was the baseball card industry in the 90s. Big card. I don't have the other rows as far as I know. I need to get them.
All right, there you go. We can finally something more that you need to chase after that you don't have today. Let's turn our attention to vintage a little bit, because you've got an amazing vintage collection here as well. And this entire stack here is really nice Mickey Mantle cards. Like, we're gonna walk through these in order, and we're gonna start with 52 Bowman. You've got a PSA 10, an incredible copy of that card.
Yeah, this is a Pop 2. His rookie was 51, but it's pretty hard to beat, 10 Mantle from 1952.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't get enough love because it's technically not his rookie. Like, second year Topps 53 are huge cards.
Right.
52 Bowman, for some reason overlooked. An iconic photo, these were all original artwork, that someone had a photo and then used oil painting to make the painting that was then used for the card. Pretty hard to beat too.
Very beautiful piece of history there. And maybe the reason why the 52 Bowman doesn't get more attention is, of course, that was when the 52 Topps Mickey Mantle debuted.
Yeah. This is a 1.5. I'm collecting one of these in every grade, including half grades.
So you're working your way up.
Yeah,
to trying to get it.
I've got 1 through 5.
Okay.
And then I have a 7. So
Okay.
I've got a long way to go.
Right.
Yeah, but
it's an expensive endeavor to try to do that.
Yeah, it is. But I think it's the same with the Jordan 86 Fleer. I mean, there's a 51 Bowman, not exactly the same, but there's a 51 Bowman Mantle, which is, the rookie card. But this is the Topps rookie card.
Right.
I always love the character behind these low grades. This clearly was in some kid's bike spokes. It's got tape on the back. It was in, maybe it was on his bedroom wall. Like, every one of these cards has a story. I have one with a hole. Like, some kid clearly used a tack,
Like a pin,
pinned
pinned it up on the wall.
put it in his cork board.
Yeah.
Like, how cool is that?
I agree. Sometimes it's almost even more fun to have some of those.
I think it is.
Yeah. All right, 53 Bowman Color PSA 10.
Yeah, these also underrated. This is a Pop 1, crazy rare. I just love how there's no text on the front. It's just the photo of the player, which I think was a pretty unique. Also color, which it's a photograph. It's not a painting.
Right. Unlike 52 Bowman,
52 and 51.
Right.
Yeah. I try and find the rare Mantle stuff. People look for one of ones today out of the modern stuff.
Yeah.
The way to do scarcity value back in the vintage is high grade.
Right. The 1955 Bowman set has come back in vogue a little bit this year because Topps actually started creating
anime
throwbacks, with the anime. But this is the actual true 1955 Bowman Mickey Mantle in a PSA 10. And these ones are super condition sensitive because of that border around the card.
I just look, they replicated a TV.
Yes.
Like, that's pretty cool.
Well, especially for that era. Like in the 1950s, that was a big deal.
Right.
Like,
you could tell,
Yeah.
It's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Bowman had Mantle's license in 54 and 55. So he does not have a Topps card in 1955 or 54 Topps, which are, if I had to pick cards that I wish existed, Topps Chrome, Super LeBron, PMG Green Griffey, and then I would go 54 or 55 Topps Mickey Mantle.
So Mantle returned to Topps in 1956 in an iconic card design. I think this was the year he won the Triple Crown.
That's right.
Might have won the World Series that year too. And this is a PSA 10 of that 56 Topps.
Yeah, and this is the highest pop of the Mantle's 10s. I think there's at least 4 of these. Very iconic card, yellow-red. He's making a leaping home run saving catch in the background.
1959 Topps in a PSA 10.
Yeah, we skipped 57 because I don't have it. There's a Pop 1 57 out there somewhere, and there's no 58. 59, this card was opened on an airplane in a box. A guy bought a wax box and was too excited, and on his way home on a Delta flight, on his seat tray, opened the box.
How long ago was this?
This was 20 years ago.
Okay, so the box had been obviously sealed for many, many years at that point.
I've never seen a 59 Topps wax box intact.
He opened it on an airplane.
He opened an airplane, got this, and I believe a Hank Aaron 10 as well.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, this is a Pop 1. Not all of these am I collecting the set, but this one I am. I just think like the Bob Gibson's pink. Like it's just such an iconic kind of like 50s look to it.
And 1961 in a PSA 10.
This card came in, I think, 3 years ago, and I was lucky enough to acquire it after that from the submitter. Not his biggest, 61 it's overlooked. Most people don't think it's a very beautiful design. I don't know. I still love it.
Yeah. And then this is the All-Star card.
Yeah, same set, 61. These aren't as rare, the white edges and corners, but still, this was a really cool set.
How about the 62 Topps in a 10?
So this is tough. So these are the brown edges, kind of like 55 Bowman.
Yeah, that makes it hard to grade because you can see white chipping sometimes.
Very rare to get 10s of any player. Pop 1 as well. Yeah, it's interesting they use the portraits on these.
And they did the same here in 1963. This is that card in a PSA 10, 63 tops.
Yep. Yeah, I think Pop 1 as well. Yeah, super tough with the green background border here. Yeah, beautiful card. All the 60s are tough. I don't think there is, I forget if it's 65 or 66. There's not a 10, if you can believe it or not. We've graded thousands of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here is the 66. This is the 10. I think it's 65 without. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one looks like he's in batting practice. You know, again, all of these are crazy hard to find in high grade. Like even 9s are tough. So anytime you can find a 10 of Mantle of any year, I mean, it's look how white the background looks.
Yeah, it's a really pretty copy of that card. Yeah. Looks like it was honestly, looks like it was just pack pulled. Yeah, it is so clean. The white is very vibrant on that card.
Yeah, here's 67. Late career, probably wasn't as spry as he was. He's looking very, very old. A lot of miles on him at that point. I love 67 tops. I always have.
Beautiful copy.
So 68 super common as far as grade goes. And there's quite a few 10s of this card. Second to last year.
I love how when you look at the back of this, look at all those years of career statistics.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Hobbled up though. So this is a big one. 69 is a super tough year. This is the yellow version, whereas last name's in yellow. There's a white one. I think there's a 9. There's no 10 of the white letters. The white letters one is way rare. This was the most recent one I acquired. I was very lucky to get it. I hadn't seen a 10 prior. Yeah, so pretty.
Really neat.
Yeah.
And you've got a few more cards to share. This next one is real significant to me, being living in Atlanta, having a card shop in Atlanta. Hank Aaron, you know, the hero of Atlanta, but this is of course back in his Milwaukee days when he started. His 1954 tops, rookie in a 10. Incredible.
So my family's from Atlanta, my dad's from Atlanta, so my first card was a Hank Aaron 1975 tops. I heard about Hank Aaron my whole childhood. We sent 3 baseballs to him when he was working for the Braves, and he sent all 3 back signed.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I have one, my dad has one, and my sister has one. So like Hank Aaron to me was Babe Ruth, you know, as a young kid. So getting his rookie card and a 10 was super special. There's only 2. Ken Kendrick owns the other one, who owns the Arizona Diamondbacks. I used all of my money at the time to buy this card. It was very irresponsible, but I'm happy I did.
Yeah. My goodness.
Yeah, it's a great set. Mantle's not on the set as we talked about before, but Ernie Banks is.
Yeah, I actually really like the design of 54 tops. It's one of my favorite design cards.
Yeah.
Well, his counterpart in 54, as you mentioned, Ernie Banks, another big rookie there in 54 and a PSA 10 as well.
So here's the funny thing. So I own the Type 1. He had a silver tooth or gold tooth. I forget which because it's black and white.
Okay.
But in the Type 1 photo, you can tell.
You can tell.
But in the card, they photoshopped it. Pre-photoshopped.
The early version of photoshopping, yeah.
But this card's really cool. So white background, you can't tell that it bleeds at the top. I don't think it's a Pop 1, but incredible card. The 2 biggest rookies from 54, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from that 1956 top set, we saw the Mickey Mantle a few minutes ago. This is the Hank Aaron in a 10 with a white back.
Yeah, exactly. So this one was a Pop 0, and then in the last year, I wish I found this card raw. I bought this one. We've seen 2 of these now.
Wow.
So the cards are still out there.
Wow.
You can certainly still find 10s of old cards. 76 was his last year, so just like Mantle, he has a lot of cards. This is a 3rd-year card, so it's a big one. Aaron 10s are pretty tough to find.
And then 1970 tops, Nolan Ryan, PSA 10.
This is his 3rd-year card. I think it's a Pop 3. 70 is a big set. A lot of player and set collectors from the 70s, from 1970 specifically. I don't collect the set. I only collect Nolan. So I had to go against a bunch of set collectors of 1970 tops to get this card.
So cool.
Yeah.
There's a few things that have been sitting in front of us here while we've been recording this that I've been eager to talk about because these are some absolutely incredible pieces. Let's start with this. This blew my mind when you showed this to me before we started recording. Talk to me about this pack.
So this is the 1948 Bowman basketball wax pack. This is back when basketball was 2 words.
Right.
As well. This has 5 cards, and it's technically the first basketball card ever produced.
Yeah.
So this is George Mikan's rookie year. What's really cool about this is the size. PSA we had to 3D print the holder to fit this. You don't see these that often. So yeah, it's super beautiful. It has bubble gum inside of it. Who knows, maybe Mikan's in there, maybe not, but.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What a piece of sports card history, literally the first
so
basketball set ever. The first pack ever of basketball cards. Incredible.
Can you just picture like a local candy store having like a little wax box of this?
Yeah. I mean, that is so cool. I absolutely love that. That's really neat to see. So speaking of packs. Let's go over to this one. Talk to me about the significance of this.
Yeah, so I collect wax packs. I have a wax pack from 51 through 89 of Topps and Bowman. Cellos, though, are, I think, way undervalued and underappreciated. This one is from 55 Topps, which I believe you could have Clemente rookie, Sandy Koufax rookie, Killebrew, Aaron's in here too, the second-year card. Cello packs from the 50s are really hard to find. This one, 55, is just wild because of who's in it.
Yeah.
The rookie, well, hopefully who's in it.
Yeah, and to have it just sealed like that, and that it's a beautiful, beautiful.
I should have brought some others.
Well.
I mean, there's, cellos, you can also very obviously see the front and back card.
Right. Recently, there was a big headline with a 1961 Wilt Chamberlain rookie card that was graded an SGC 10 and sold from this 1961 Fleer set.
I heard they opened a pack. I don't know if you had heard that.
No, I didn't even know
recently.
that.
Yeah.
Really? And that's where it came from. This is an entire sealed box of 1961 Fleer, and it looks like it's almost in perfect condition.
They brought basketball back. You have 48 Bowman, like we saw, then you have 57 Topps, and then you have 61 Fleer. Those are the three kind of early sets of basketball. White borders so that you can get high grade cards. Yeah, Wilt rookie. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Are you ever? Have you ever thought about opening this?
So
ever tempted?
I've opened multiple packs. I've bought PSA graded packs of this product, and usually the packs are low grade. The gum had poked through.
Yeah.
So I just, instead of looking at the gum, I just decided to open them, and I've gotten absolutely nothing.
Okay.
So I'm going to keep that the way it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a couple of final pieces here, Nat. This is it. I can't believe we're about to end it, but we're ending with a couple of really cool pieces. Talk to me about this.
This is a Jordan, obviously it's a jumbo card, but it's an autographed card of Jordan.
Big autograph.
Yeah, it was a box topper.
Yeah.
Technically, this was Jordan's first pack inserted autograph. I showed you the Olympic auto, that was basketball. So funny enough, his first ever card
was actually a baseball
card.
And that predates that basketball card by 2 years. This is 1994.
Right, and collector's choice, again, a very accessible, kind of built for kids product. Not in a pack, it was on top of the packs. These are super rare. I've only seen 4 of these in 20 years.
And then this is a Type 1 photograph. And these Type 1 photographs have been all the rage, it seems like, with collectors recently. Talk to me about this.
Type 1 photograph, it basically means it was produced from the original negative, I believe, within a year. Way back when, before the internet, the Type 1 photos were sent all over the country. Like if you were a newspaper and you wanted a Babe Ruth photo, there were central image depositories, like libraries, where they would pull a photo off a shelf, send it to the newspaper. They'd use it, sometimes cut it to fit their article size, and then they'd paste the title or the headline on the back and then send it back to the, so it very worn down. These in the 80s and 90s were more digital, but still negatives. With Jordan, Tiger Woods even, you do see some of these Type 1s. I just love this one. I love black and whites, and I love ones with borders.
Yeah,
a lot of
nice
borders.
Photo too. It's a good look.
Yeah, hands on classic. Hands on the knees with the shorts.
Can collectors store Type 1 photos and pieces like this in the PSA vault as well?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so the PSA vault is open for business for any type of collectible of this nature. Anything slab by PSA.
Yeah. Yep.
Very,
or other companies too.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Nat, this has been absolutely incredible. This has been a joy. Thank you so much for sharing your collection with me and the whole world. Amazing collection.
Yeah, thanks.
Can't wait to do it again once you have completed your green PMG set. Once you get the last 3, we got to run it back.
Yeah, hopefully I find them.
Hopefully soon. Thanks, Nat.
Yeah, man, thanks.
Appreciate you. And guys, thanks for watching. Oh man, what an episode. Please give it a like, please subscribe, and check out the PSA Vault, now connected with eBay, and all of the great features that it offers you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Take care.